Hello everybody and welcome back to my home kitchen. It's Lori with the Produce Moms, and today we are celebrating peaches with our brand partners at Prima. And I don't know about you, but peaches just kind of put a smile on my face. I feel like they're just a happy fruit, you know? And I also think it's maybe one of those fruits where so many people like them, but maybe haven't thought of ways to use them outside of just simply eating them out of hand, which is an amazing way to enjoy a fresh, juicy Prima peach. So Prima, they're our brand partners. They grow these peaches in the famous Central Valley of California. These peaches, they are delicious, and we're gonna show you 3 different ways to include peaches today in your diet. So the first is probably one of the most obvious: overnight oats, yogurt parfaits. Peaches are a great way to start your day. They have a great flavor that lends itself to breakfast, and they are great for slicing and making ahead. And this is a yogurt oat parfait that we made. So that's the first way. The second way, and I'm going to show you how to make this recipe kind of end to end. Again, leaning into the fact that peaches make a great breakfast. These are breakfast cookies. So I'm going to show you the ingredients for these. I think you'll be really pleased with the wholesomeness of the ingredients. So we'll start with our wet ingredients first. So we've got half a cup of honey. And then we're going to that, we'll add this 1/4 cup of melted butter. And then we've got 1 egg. And we're gonna mix this all together. Get that nice and incorporated. I think you're also gonna love how easy these are. All right. Then our dry ingredients. We have a cup of oats, rolled oats. You can use steel cut if you'd prefer. A cup of flour. And then we've got cinnamon, baking powder, and salt. Okay, I'm gonna mix these together to incorporate. Okay, make a little well here, and then we will pour our wet ingredients into this. I know what you're thinking. Where are the peaches? Don't worry, they're coming. All right, so we're gonna get this, make sure we get all that honey. Okay, so mix these together. All right, and then the next and the final step here, once everything's well incorporated, we're going to add a cup of diced peaches, and I just kept the skin on, and we're gonna fold these in. So these are gonna go into the oven about 325 degrees. It really doesn't take long for them to bake. 10, 15 minutes, keep an eye on them. Another tip, you can certainly add, if you'd like to add walnuts to get some of those omega-3s, you could add those to intensify the flavor. Almond extract's great, vanilla extract's great. You do you, but this is like the master recipe that we've just demonstrated. The key ingredient, as we all know, is that Prima peach. All right, so into the oven. Okay, so another great tip that even the team at Prima, I was talking to them about a way that I've always used peaches with my children, is I think that peach slices freeze really well. So these are frozen peach slices, and I've just had them in a freezer bag in my freezer. And this is amazing. Like when my kids were at daycare and I was packing their lunch all the time, I would slice up the peaches and freeze them. And then this would actually serve as like the ice pack in my kid's lunchbox. And by the time lunchtime or snack time came around, you just open up this bag and these frozen peaches would be thawed to the perfect consistency and still a nice refreshing temperature, but they were no longer frozen. Another great hack, sometimes a very ripe peach can be a little hard to slice up because they get so soft when they're nice and ripe. One of the things that I used to do when I was packing Joe and Max lunches is this is actually, you can tell, This is a frozen whole peach, okay? Look at how easily my knife goes right through this peach, okay? And we can just slice right into this peach. So that is something that this was how I prepped there. This is like a trip down memory lane for me, and then that pit just comes right out. But this is how I would prep their little peach freezer bags. All right, so we just pulled the Prima peach breakfast cookies out of the oven. These maybe went a little bit longer than that, but who cares? They're still so hearty and delicious, and the aroma, I wish you all could smell what we're smelling here. They are so good, warm, fresh out of the oven. These are so easy to make. If you have ever done, if your kids like doing oatmeal for breakfast, they're gonna love these cookies. If they're not huge oatmeal fans, maybe they don't like the texture of it, but hey, they love cookies, here you go. It's like a hearty oatmeal breakfast and a really fun breakfast cookie. And of course, that wonderful flavor of the Prima peaches. What's not to love? So from everyone at the Produce Moms and Prima, we wish you a happy peach season, and we want you to have a peachy day.